Welcome back to Red Devils TV, the realist channel on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and let's talk about Manchester United as we draw 2-2 with Tottenham Hotspur. Now, first of all, I just have to get it out of the way. Rasmus Højlund, what a goal that was! That in literally the first 3 minutes, what a brilliant goal that was! And you know what? United shouldn't have got a point from this game. I'm going to be honest, Spurs absolutely dominated us, but we were very clinical in the chances we did create. Rashford's goal was absolutely brilliant, and Rasmus Højlund's probably one of the best strikes I've seen in a long time from Man United. But United did also really struggle, and like I said, Spurs were the better team throughout the entire game. Garnacho got completely pocketed by Udogie, and I think Mainoo have really struggled with the physicality and the speed in the midfield, and I just felt like the midfield was very unbalanced. And hopefully when Casemiro was back, obviously he didn't play today, Lisandro Martinez with his return as well off the bench from his injury. It was great to see Martinez back, but Casemiro will have to wait a bit longer for his return. But no doubt he'll play during the FA Cup in a few weeks' time, or next week, whenever it is. But yeah, I do believe United did get completely outran. Spurs should have won that game, but United were clinical in the chances we did create. And we could have even scraped it right at the end if McTominay just knew how to head the ball. But at the end of the day, I just feel like that United did struggle, but it was a very decent game from us. But it's the same old boring like BS, really. United go 1-0 up, the other team equalises, and then we actually go into the second half 2-1 up, and in the first 50 seconds, whatever it was, Spurs get the equaliser, and thankfully it stays like that throughout the entire of the second half. But at the end of the day, United have their own to blame. I feel like tonight kind of got the tactics wrong. I feel like taking off Eriksen and Mainoo was the right decision. He should have made that. He shouldn't have just took off Eriksen from McTominay. He should have also took off Mainoo, because I feel like Mainoo really struggled in today's game. But Mainoo is also a very young player. He's developing. I'm not going to give Mainoo any stick, but I just felt like he was out of his depth, and this is where we just need to also realise that Mainoo is also a young kid, and he has got many years ahead of him of development and becoming a much better player. But I'm not going to sit here and give him stick. Same with Garnacho. I'm not going to give Garnacho any stick either, because Udogie completetly pocketed him. Udogie's been probably one of the best Premier League left backs all season, and Garnacho really struggled against him. And considering Garnacho's also trying to adapt to this new right wing role, I felt like he did all right, but Udogie just completely pocketed him. I just felt like Spurs were really relentless, and how fast they were from playing out from the back, the midfield movement, the forwards, they were absolutely brilliant. And if Timo Werner wasn't Timo Werner and it was any other player, like if that was Heung-min Son, no doubt this would have been a cricket score, because United would have really struggled if it was someone like Heung-min Son or James Maddison. And Gary Neville said it best during the match, that Spurs are completely dominating Man United, and they're missing 3 to 4 of their best players. You know, Basuma, Maddison, Son. They've got so many key players out or unavailable, and thankfully United do get the point. And at the end of the day, I just feel like we got completely dominated. I'm not going to sit here saying that I'm over the moon, but there were some decent positive performances. Rasmus Højlund, you know, he didn't even get the service. You know, Rashford was very selfish with that first chance. Udogie tackles Rashford, and he takes a heavy touch, and it goes to Rasmus, and then Rasmus just absolutely takes off the net with a brilliant power shot. But at the end of the day, it's again the service to Rasmus Højlund. He didn't really get much tonight, and I just think that United's current issue is we're so slow in the build-up, and by the time, I mean, you get Onana will claim the ball, right? I mean, he'll be looking around who to throw it to, and you've got Evans, Varane, Dalot, Wan-Bissaka and Mainoo all either beside him, behind him, or just in front of him. As soon as Onana collects that ball, we need our full-backs, our midfielders to be bombing forward, just like Spurs were doing. And that's why Postecoglou's style of football is so exciting. And that's why so many Spurs fans love the way they play football, because we're dead static and they're just a shock of lightning at the moment. And I just feel like at the moment, United are really struggling, and hopefully it gets better. I mean, Rashford seems to be getting in decent form now. Again, I still think that he's very wasteful with his chances, and he could have passed more, just simplifying his game a bit more. You know, it could have been a great performance for Marcus Rashford tonight, but he gets on the score sheet. But at the end of the day as well, I just personally believe Rashford was also very wasteful with his chances. And that celebration from Rashford, he slid on his knees, but as he was running, he was doing that. Like, I don't know what that symbolises. It probably means about the haters who have been constantly on his back. But Rashford, I'm not being funny, mate. You had a sensational season last season and you've gone back to your old ways being absolutely dreadful. You can't do a knee slide doing the chatting like celebration, like silencing your haters. You're the reason why you're getting the hate, because we know how good you are, but for some reason you're just not putting the ball in the onion bag at the moment. But you did tonight, so I'm going to give you a bit of praise. But as a whole, I just felt like as well, Ten Hag kind of got his substitutions wrong as well. Like I said before, Eriksen and Mainoo should have both came off at the same time for McTominay and Casemiro. Our midfielders, especially Bruno Fernandes, was getting completely out-muscled. We were very weak in the midfield today, and I think that's where Ten Hag went wrong. He should have stocked up a lot more, maybe. But again, Casemiro's also been out from a long-term injury, so bringing him back or starting him in this game was a massive risk, and he did that with Lisandro Martinez. Martinez came on when it was 2-2, and technically Martinez has got a clean sheet. That's all I'm saying. The Leecher, the Butcher is back, and I can't wait to see him carry on playing football, because that partnership, as soon as Martinez came on the pitch, by the way, we forced the high line, and it was like something like we remembered for how it was last season. It was absolutely brilliant. But yes, United draw 2-2 with Spurs. It's not a defeat, but our goal difference remains the same at -5. Hopefully we can start scoring a few more goals. It's the first time we've scored 2 goals in a long time, I believe. I can't remember the last time we scored 2 goals in the Premier League, but hopefully this is a sign of things to come. It was also very good to see Sir Jim Ratcliffe sat next to Sir Alex Ferguson. You know, I believe Sir Jim Ratcliffe is involved because he wants to make United better. I don't think he's another Glazer merchant or a Glazer parasite. So I do hope that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is in United for the long haul and does actually want to make us the best team in England once again. But anyway, what were your thoughts on the game? Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below on what your thoughts are on the game. Thank you for watching.